Namaste dear friends, I am Loknath, personal growth expert and transformational coach. Today I am going to share with you very important and profound topic which has helped me to change my life into 365-degree change, and it has a very deep impact in my life, in my transformation, in my journey of personal growth. So every time I think about this topic, every time I learn about this topic, every time I share about this topic with friends and others, it has shifted my life in a different way. The topic is the art of bending reality. We can actually bend the reality. If you have watched the movie The Matrix, Morpheus tells to Neo, there are some rules that we can bend, there are some rules that we can break. We are living in a society constantly being given by people, circumstances and situations all the triggers, all the inputs, all the commands to our mind. In the movie Matrix, Neo, the protagonist, is given two pills. One is red pill, one is green pill. If you take that green pill, you experience one reality. If you take red pill, you will experience different reality. Like that, if we choose certain thoughts, if we have certain mindset, we experience reality in a way. And if we change this lens of perception of internal dialogues, internal thoughts, internal beliefs, then our outer reality will change. Bending reality is having very big audacious goals and living in the present moment fully with power of intention and power of intuition. You get guidance, support from within, and then you change your life to the fullest and you live your life to the grandest version of yourself. That's what bending reality means. There is one concept that I want to introduce you here, that is having being happy in the moment and having vision for the future. This concept I learned from my teacher, my coach, my mentor, Vishen Lakiani, the founder of Mind Valley, my favorite teacher, who has installed these concepts into my mind about bending reality, about changing life, transforming our life. So this concept called living in the moment with happiness and having vision for the future. This is very intricately connected with the topic that we are discussing, the main topic, bending reality. Many people, many times in their life, unknowingly, unconsciously, they always live in the suffering zone, with the suffering mindset. So they experience suffering and they don't have any goals for the future. This is one trap. And another fact about this concept is you have the vision for the future, but you are worried, you are anxious. That's what we see in the world by looking at many great people, many CEOs. They might be achieving so many great things in the eyes of the world, in the external world, but somewhere within them they have the fears, they have the anxiety, they go through the depression. I keep hearing about such stories from people who reach to very good state in life, very great states in life, but they are not aligned with their inner self. They are not into this personal growth field, they are not into the spiritual field. So they are running towards the materialistic goals. They have the vision for the future, but they are not happy. Again, it's again another trap that some people will live in. And next thing is, we have everything in life, money, status, name and fame. We just live the life and we don't need to worry about anything in life, but we don't have future vision. it's again another trap. It's called a present reality trap. In this stage, people just enjoy the life. They just live the life with whatever they have. But they are not living life from the level of their soul. They are not listening to their intuition. They are not getting the information from the higher self. They are not changing anything in the world. They are not the change makers in the world. So it's a trap, third level of trap, where you just feel that you are enjoying life, but you don't have any clarity about the future, what you want to achieve, what you want to manifest, what you want to contribute to the world. And there is a next level, the fourth level. It is called the bending reality zone. It is the highest zone. It is the higher zone. It is the visionary people who have the vision for the future, and also they live in a state of blissipline. They live in a state of joyful mode. So happiness in the now, vision for the future. They anchored their self, their consciousness into this present moment, and they have propelling wisdom. They have propelling vision for the future, where they want to go, where they want to see themselves after 5 years, after 10 years, after 20 years. This is what bending reality means. So we have crystal clarity about our life vision, about our life mission. What is the biggest change that we want to bring in our life, and also the biggest change that we want to bring in the world. We are very clear about that. And at the same time, we are not worried about how we achieve that vision, how we achieve that mission, because we are grounded into the present moment awareness. We are happy for whatever the state of being that we have right now. And we have the GPS, because we set that GPS will tell us whether we are going in the right direction or we are taking the wrong directions. Because life will give us many adventures, many challenges, many problems. But these people who are bending the reality, example, you take Richard Branson, my favorite person in the world, and Elon Musk, who are tremendously shifting the world. They have these big audacious goals, and they have the clarity for the future, and they are living in utmost joy in the present moment. If you ask Richard Branson about his goals, he tells every day when he wakes up in the morning, he writes his goals. He writes his visions for his life, for the day. And you know, those visions, those dreams, those goals of Richard Branson, Sir Richard Branson, are not simple goals like taking children to the school or buying things from the grocery. Not these things. But he has a goal of having his own airline. And he has Virgin Airlines. And he has his own... he is the owner of Necker Island, 75 acres of land, Necker Island. Such a beautiful place. So he writes these kind of audacious goals. He is the one who bent the reality in his life. And if you read the book by Walter Isaacson, Steve Jobs' book by Walter Isaacson, in his book he has mentioned many times about bending reality, art of bending reality. Literally, Steve Jobs have bent the reality. If you look at the iPhone, many people, they wait for many months to get the brand new model of iPhone or iProducts. Why we are fond of buying iPhone, iProducts, Apple products? It is because of the biggest, grandest vision of Steve Jobs. One day, before these inventions came into the world, Steve Jobs have board meeting with his team, with his board members, and he shared this concept. We will develop a phone, we will design a phone which doesn't have any buttons. When he shared this dream, his team members, they laughed at him. You crazy person, how is it possible? We should have buttons in the phone. But it was crazy goal that Steve Jobs has. And now it is possible. Whatever the impossible goals that we feel, They are the thoughts, they are the goals of these people who bend the reality. That's why we are experiencing all the massive inventions in this world. So we need to know, we need to be clear about whether we want to survive in life or we want to thrive in life. To survive in life, you don't need to have all these goals. You just get a good job and get money, salary every month, and you enjoy the life according to your means, according to your thoughts. But to thrive in life, you must live life from the level of the soul. You must download the greater wisdom from your higher self, and you must have this very big goals, so that you bring a massive change and shift in this earth planet. So that's what I always dream of. I always read these autobiographies of these great leaders, great mentors, great teachers. When I hear about these masters, these teachers, it will shake my consciousness. It will shake my entire being. Oh, we can live life like this. Oh, we can change the world. We can change our life completely. These questions come to me. These answers, insights come to me. So, to live the life of bending reality, we need, if we want to bend the reality, we need to ask powerful questions. We need to question ourselves. We need to question dogmas. We need to question our belief systems. We need to question our life, our own existence. The bigger questions that we have, the bigger answers that we get. If we don't have these bigger questions, we don't get the answers. And questioning your rules, questioning your beliefs, whatever the rules that are given to you by parents, by society, by teachers, in the school, in the colleges, we need to question all of them. Are they serving me to live my grandest life, or are they limiting my consciousness? Are they limiting my beliefs? We need to question these beliefs. We need to question these rules. So people who are bending the reality, they follow their intuition. They listen to their intuition. They listen to the whispering of their soul. There is a voice that is there within. It always speaks to us. It always wants to tell something, tell the truth about the soul. But we forget. We forgot totally. We listen to the voice in the mind. We listen to the voice of the society, the world, which will hypnotize us, which will keep us living away from the goals that we have. And when we silence this mind, when we listen to the soul voice, which is whispering very slowly, very gently, very calmingly, when we listen to that, our soul, our giant power awakens, and you become the master of your own life, and you become the captain of your soul. You have the power to bend the reality. Whether we believe it or not, we bend the reality. Until and unless we know these kind of concepts, we also live in a very small life. I was living my life very small. I was always thinking about my selfish goals 10 years back. But when I keep on learning from these masters, from these great thinkers, leaders, it has changed my thinking to a new level. So we always have two different versions that is living in us. We know, suppose I say my name is Loknath, and we all are given the name for all of us by our parents. We are not just the name, but there are two beings, two versions of ourselves living in ourselves. One is current version, one is future version. This future version is the wiser self, which tells to us what to achieve, what to dream, how to think, how to speak, how to live. But we don't listen to this future version, the wiser version of ourselves. We always trapped with current version thinking. Suppose you have a problem, you have a health issue, you have money issues. Our energy, our thoughts always run towards these problems, these situations. That's called survival mode. But when we go deep within, when we connect, when we contact, when we attune to this higher self, to the future version of ourself, it will open new dimensions, it will open new doors in your life. So we need to constantly be aware of the current version of our reality and the future version of our reality. When these two blend together, when these two merge together, you bend the reality. You become not lesser than these great people that I am talking about, like Richard Branson, Elon Musk. If you hear about Elon Musk, one of the greatest leader in this world, greatest person in this world, who has invented Tesla cars. We have the dream. Initially, it was impossible to drive a car without driver, but Tesla cars are coming, and it goes without any driver. Self-driving cars with zero accidents. What else that we want? See, such a big audacious goals we should have. So we need to get clarity about what really we want in our life. So we need to always work on ourselves. We need to immerse ourselves into personal growth. We need to always live from the best version of ourselves. Generally, how society tells us is to compare ourselves with others. But what I learn myself from all these teachers is comparing ourselves with our past self, with our old self, with yesterday's self. Did I grow today than yesterday? Did I change myself today than yesterday? Did I learn something different, something new than yesterday? That's what living from the best of ourself. So our best version is waiting to be born. Only thing is, you need to give commands, right commands. You need to break all the limitations. You need to break all the rules given by society. Listen to the great leaders. Listen to the great masters. They will awaken you. They will uplift you. They will transform your life. That's why, my dear friend, always learn and grow, so that you will never look back and worry about life. You will thrive in life. You will start listen to your soul voice. You will listen to your intuition. So Steve Jobs says, your life is made up by people outside of you who are not smarter than you. They give us programming. They give us commands to the mind. They are not the best people. They are not smarter than us. That's why we live limitations in our life. We live with limitations. So when we have these thinking pattern, when we have this consciousness, we bend the reality. So there are 4 different levels of reality that humanity experience. First level is living like a victim. In this level, we don't know about power of intention. We don't know about meditation power. We don't think about anything bigger than ourselves. We always live in the trap of the society. We always live in the trap of the past conditioning. We always live in the trap of all the limitations. So all victim life is like always blaming society, blaming others, complaining about others, and we don't take self-responsibility. In this level, in this stage, we cannot change anything. And when we move to the next level, second level, that is the level of intention. In this level, we will learn about the power of intention. We will learn about art of affirmations. We learn about creative visualization. We learn about practicing all these mindfulness practices, and we get goals, bigger goals, and we try to achieve them. This is the level 2 version of our reality. This is the level 2 of consciousness levels. So in this level, we use our mind power, our thought power to create life. And there is another level, third level. Third level is about you don't use much of your intentions, but you listen to your intuition. You silence your mind, and your intentions come from the level of the soul, from your heart, from your soul. You get the intentions, and you don't get small intentions. Your intentions are given by the universe. It's actually, those intentions are not your intentions, but intentions of the universe that work through you, operate through you. Life happens through you. Life happens from you at this level. And you get all the guidance, intuitive guidance. This is what the third level of reality. And next level of reality is fourth level of reality. It is about bending reality. In this level, you merge your mind with higher mind, with the universal mind. You merge your body, mind and soul with the cosmic mind. You are one with the universe. It is called unity consciousness. It is called oneness consciousness. It is called bending reality state. So in this level, in this stage, you are connected by the guides. Many guides, invisible masters, invisible entities, spiritual guides which will work through you, which will speak through you, which will manifest through you. And you are nothing but a vessel, empty vessel. You are nothing but a medium of transformation for many people. And at this level, if we are living at this level, we don't live our life for ourselves. So there are two states of mind, two states of living. One is living by default, living by design. When we live our life by design, we create our life, we manifest in our life anything that our soul wants. But living by default means we see almost 90 to 95% of the people live in that life, living by default. Maxwell Maltz, one of my favorite teacher, he has written a book called Psycho-Cybernetics. I highly recommend you all to read this book, to bend the reality. Maxwell Maltz is a plastic surgeon. He has started operating plastic surgery to many people, many celebrities. When they are coming to him, he used to adjust the nose or changing the shape of the face, because they have limitations and they want to change the facial structure. So as he started operating with these people, when he changed certain things in the face, in their body, and their mind, their self-image started changing. So he started researching more deep about something is happening in them. By changing their facial structures, something in them is changing. That is what changing their self-image. So we don't need to go to plastic surgeons to change our face, but when we understand these psycho-cybernetic principles, we can apply them. We can change the image within. When we change the self-image, and we change our life. These are very, very powerful concepts, so that we live our life to the fullest. Life is very big, very grand, very magical life. To bend the reality in your life, I want you to explore. I want you to learn from these great masters. I want you to research. I want you to experiment. I want you to transform your life. I am so happy now that I am sharing this wisdom with you, my dear friend. So wherever you are now watching me, I want you to explore. Don't believe what I am saying. Don't believe what book says. Experiment. Understand. Go deep into those practices of changing the self-image, changing the mindset, living with a thriving mindset. And then your life will be designed by your own soul, by your own consciousness. And you don't live a smaller life with this concept. If you understand, if you implement in your life, you live your life like a leader. You become example, you become role model. People want to learn from you, people want to listen from you, people want to surround by you, because you are bending reality. So Nelson Mandela said, if you want to change the world, change the current education system. So whatever the education system that we have now, the academics, the traditional education system, it is not giving all these truths about life. We learnt about mathematics, we learnt about physics, we learnt about chemistry, but we apply those rules, those lessons in life Rarely. Of course, we apply mathematics, but we don't apply all the rules that we learned from the schools, all the lessons that we learned from the colleges. So, to change the world, to change yourself, we need to change our education system. It's one of my biggest dreams to transform the education system with the right models of education, with the right tools that I want to give to people. I train many students in the colleges, in the universities. When I conduct programs, I share these truths with students, because students, they have the young minds, they have this learning zeal to learn. So they can transform their life by listening to these kind of truths. So we need to understand this concept, dear friends. And another thing is, our soul has two desires. Each one of us, without exception, our soul has these two desires. One desire is to learn and grow. Second desire is to contribute. Grow and contribution. Growth is the mindset we all install in students' minds. Our education model is not helping us to grow in life. It will help us to only some extent to earn bread and jam, to earn food and clothing for us, to have a shelter. It is also important. I don't underestimate that education system, but that is not enough for us to thrive in life. We need education which will trigger the growth. We need teachers who will shift consciousness of students' thinking. We need teachers who awaken students to their best version of their reality. So, growth mindset. Dear friends, you might be a student, you might be a homemaker, you might be a researcher of consciousness. Carry these thoughts. I want to grow. I want to grow. I want to grow. Learn and grow. This growth is your soul desire. And Neil Donald Walsh, my favorite teacher, he has said, we are not here to achieve something, but we are here to grow. Our soul is not here to achieve things. Our soul is here to grow. We know this concept. We are spiritual beings having the human experience. We are not physical beings want to experience spiritual experiences. We are already having that power, that potentiality, that wisdom to change ourselves, to grow ourselves. So we are here to grow. We are here to grow. We are not here to achieve anything. Our soul will be happy when we learn and grow. We are happy, our mind is happy when we achieve something, when we get money, when we win lottery. But it is temporary, it is transient. But when we learn and grow, that is the real joy that we get from the soul. And it is not taken by any outer situations. It is not stolen by any person from us, because it is our innate quality. And second thing is contribution. You are here to contribute. You are here to give. You are here to uplift others. You are here to change either in your family, bring the change in your society, bring the change in your college, bring the change in your neighborhood, bring the change in your company. So what contribution you want to make? How you want to grow? And what contribution you want to make? I am leaving you with these two questions. How you want to grow? Ask these questions every day to your own soul. And what you want to contribute to the society. Dear friend, you are not here to survive. You are here to thrive. So I feel that you apply these dynamics into your daily life and live your life to the best version of yourself. And I know that you bend the reality. You break the rules. Breaking the rules means not breaking every rule. There are laws of physics, laws of universe. We should not bend those rules. We should not break those rules. But the rules that are given, which are limiting ourselves, you break those rules and you bend the reality. My dear friend, I am signing off. Loknath, your a very good friend. Thank you. I am so happy to connect with you.